Even though the Chargers lost, the defense had flashes of elite play. They only allowed Tony Pollard to run for 30 yards and had 5 sacks against the Cowboys. So let's go over this film, all of the good and the bad. And while I pull up this film, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. If you do enjoy this content, it helps me out so much, man. And now, let's get into the film room. First play that I want to show you guys, keep your eye on the Chargers' best edge defender right here. Tuli Tuipulotu going against Tyron Smith, engages him, throws him away, and gets the tackle on the running back, Tony Pollard. Tuli Tuipulotu was a big reason that Tony Pollard only ran for 30 yards. And look at this man, he's feeling it. Also, this is USC on USC action right here. Tyron Smith, one of the best left tackles in the league from USC. Tuli Tuipulotu, 21 years old from USC. He's taking the reins, man. Tuli is so freaking good. Now we got Joey Bosa and Tuli Tuipulotu rushing from the same side right here. We got both of our linebackers looking like they're going to blitz, but we only bring Eric Kendricks, drop back Kenneth Murray, even though I'd rather have it the other way. But anyways, Morgan Fox swipes away Tyler Biadasz's hands, crashes into the right guard, and we have this stunt move. Joey Bosa coming from this wide 9, swinging all the way back to this A-gap, takes on Tyler Biadasz as he is drifting back, catches him off balance, throws him all the way into the lap of Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott has to go right into Khalil Mack's arms, who was working on Tyron Smith this whole time. This is great team pass rush by Tuli, Khalil Mack, Morgan Fox, and Joey Bosa on this play. The Chargers linebackers bit so hard on this play action. You can see both of them come up, leaves Jake Ferguson, the tight end, wide open over the middle of the field. Dak Prescott should throw this one, and this would be a first down for the Cowboys, but he is waiting on CeeDee Lamb back here, who is working on Michael Davis, and check out how far back every single one of these cornerbacks are playing. Michael Davis is like 10 yards out. You want him way farther up on the line. As soon as he flips his hips, turns his back, CeeDee Lamb curls, and this is just an easy first down. Dak Prescott to CeeDee Lamb. Now, this is actually a pretty good play designed by the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb went down, and he's going back up in this motion for what would be a screen pass with 3 blockers out in front of him. But Dak Prescott is looking towards the bottom of the screen right here for Michael Gallup, isolated one-on-one against Michael Davis. Michael Davis is all over that one, gets the pass breakup, but check it out. He's playing tight coverage right here. He's playing press, and Michael Gallup gets a pretty good release, goes outside, right back in. Michael Davis doesn't really get a good chunk of him on this one, but he's able to just stay in that hip pocket and get 2 hands on that ball by Dak Prescott. Also, look at the top of the screen right here. This tight end, you're not going to be blocking Tuli Tuipulotu. Whoop! Swipe him away. He's right there for that ball. If CeeDee Lamb is getting that thing. Ended up going to Michael Gallup. Chargers had good defense all around. This is a route combo that the Chargers love to run. Brandin Cooks in motion, the inside guy, he's going to go way out to the outside down the sideline. And the outside guy, Michael Gallup, just going to run right up the seam, catches Michael Davis looking down here, and he just runs right by him. This boom right there should have been a touchdown for the Cowboys. Dak just missed him. And Michael Davis is really glad that that pass was inaccurate. Here's that 4th down for the Cowboys where they scored the touchdown. CeeDee Lamb in motion towards the bottom of the screen. We have Asante following him, so we know this is man coverage. And we have both the guard and the tackle pulling towards this left side with Tony Pollard. Everyone is committing to the run. Tuli Tuipulotu commits to Tony Pollard. Dak Prescott pulls it, and there is nobody here. Now, a lot of people are blaming Tuli Tuipulotu on this. I think, honestly, that he's probably coached to just completely crash on the running back so that Derwin James, you can see he's coming up, should be able to commit to the quarterback. Instead, Derwin James commits more to CeeDee Lamb because he either thinks this is a screen pass or this is an option play. He's just going to shovel that ball to CeeDee, and Derwin James is not where he's supposed to be, in my opinion. I think this one's more on Derwin than Tuli. This is just way too easy for the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb has this big cushion working on Jasir Taylor. Just cut towards the inside and get that ball for a first down with some yak on top of it. Now, this play works because if I put it back, you're going to see Eric Kendricks focusing more towards this side with Jake Ferguson, the tight end, and this other tight end right here, that by the time he looks back and looks at the eyes of Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb is already wide open in this soft spot of the zone between Eric Kendricks and Jasir Taylor. Also, let me take this back again. The only man lined up in press coverage is Kenneth Murray against Tony Pollard. And this should be a touchdown because Derwin James commits up to Jake Ferguson and Tony Pollard is streaking by Kenneth Murray. If Dak Prescott held on and threw this ball to Tony Pollard, that he would have been running into the end zone. This is going to be another play action pass. Fake to this right side, and then Dak Prescott is going to pull it. Keep your eyes on Kenneth Murray right here. Waiting, stays disciplined, sees that Dak Prescott has this ball, shoots this gap right here, gets right towards him, and boom, that's a sack. Psych! Because Dak Prescott is able to get away from Kenneth Murray and then work downfield. The running back working on Eric Kendricks. He could have thrown this ball, but the safety is there, so he doesn't want to do it. And then he just runs, ends up being a sack anyway, but Kenneth Murray would have been able to get a big loss of yardage right here. He would have been down at the 45, man. Kenneth Murray needs to finish those plays. He did everything right until it was time to get that sack. Again, we are playing so far off right here. This is Brandin Cooks working on Asante Samuel Jr. Does a little curl route right there. And then check this out. He like pushes him off of him, goes back because Dak Prescott is rolling to his right side. And now he's created all of this space because of that contact. Is this pass interference? Because check this out again. I'm going to play it for you a little slower. Brandin Cooks stops right there. Asante has his weight on this back foot. So he's clearly in a bad position, and he's just getting pushed. He's getting worked down the field right here. Dak Prescott starts rolling to his right because of the pressure by Tuli Tuipulotu. Look at this right here. My man Tuli getting pressure. You love to see it. But then Brandin Cooks has all of this space because of all of that contact that he had against Asante, and then just working the opposite way. I mean, to me, this is a flag. Why were the Cowboys unable to run the ball? Tuli Tuipulotu right here, right above me. Check him out, taking on this tight end, engaging with him, pushing it all the way back. And then you get into that hole. You get contact on the running back, has one hand on him, waits for everyone else to get in on that tackle, not allowing any yardage on that play. Really great feel for the run game by Tuli here, waiting until this man gets out of that hole and then disengaging, getting that arm out where the running back is going to be. This is just really, really good game sense by Tuli. He is so freaking good. Again, man, this is just easy yardage. CeeDee Lamb, top of the screen, 10 yards of separation right here. We're just going to run this curl route right at the yard to gain. Michael Davis is going to slip as he tries to break on this ball. And this is just an easy conversion for a first down because of the way that these Chargers are playing these DBs. 10 yards off on every single one of them. Beautiful play by Scott Matlock and Kenneth Murray right here. Scott Matlock swiping away the arms of the tackle, Terrence Steele. Kenneth Murray blitzing right here through that gap. Perfect run stop behind the line. TFL, man. That is just absolutely beautiful. Check it out on real speed. You can see how he reads and reacts so quickly to diagnose it. It's just good play by Kenneth Murray. Okay, now let's look at the bad play by Kenneth Murray. He's right here in motion with Tony Pollard. He does a good job of not getting caught in the traffic right here with this tight end, but he just stops his feet. You can see he plants his feet right here because he's waiting for Tony Pollard to make his move. You can't just plant your feet like that and rely entirely on your athleticism because you will get beat and allow all of this yardage for Tony Pollard. Now, let's check out this next play where it's the same kind of thing. Tony Pollard in motion towards the bottom of the screen. Kenneth Murray does a good job of not getting caught in traffic right here with Jake Ferguson, the tight end. But again, he stops his feet right here and he's waiting for Tony Pollard to make his move. Now he goes way up the sideline and he's beat. Now he's playing behind, but this ball right here is just poorly thrown by Dak Prescott. This should have been a touchdown. This is before Derwin James can get there and right by Kenneth Murray. Kenneth Murray needs to read and react as well as he does in the run game in the passing game because we see it both in man coverage and in zone coverage now where Kenneth Murray is just waiting for the receiver to make a move and then trying to play catch up. This is what I want to see more of, Brandon Staley. Michael Davis lined up in press coverage against a receiver. Michael Gallup again. He is all over him. No space to throw. Boom. Get that thing out of there. Pass, break up. Don't play him 10 yards off, man. Oh my gosh. This is just a beautiful play call by the Cowboys. Ran perfectly by CeeDee Lamb. This man has this zone right here. That's Asante Samuel Jr. He has to commit more so towards Jake Ferguson, or at least stay honest in this side of the field. Jasir Taylor has this middle inseam section between the hash and the numbers, and the safety playing way deep over the top. So you just have CeeDee Lamb running the soft spot right here and get that ball with anticipation right onto him and get across midfield. That is how you beat a zone defense. CeeDee Lamb running a really good route and Dak Prescott making a really good throw. Look at the top of the screen. Man, it's Michael Davis again against Michael Gallup. This is that same matchup that I just showed you 2 plays ago where Michael Davis was covered and smothering him. Now he's playing 10 yards off. Easy curl route for a first down. What are we doing? What are we doing? You need to play these cornerbacks closer to the line of scrimmage and have them in press. Bro, Austin Johnson was working Tyler Biadasz all night. Check this out. Whoop! Swipe him away into the backfield and gets that tackle for loss on the running back. Also, I don't know if you saw this, but Kenneth Murray getting back there too. Check him out. Reading and reacting, not allowing this motion to confuse him in any way. Working right through that gap. Both of these guys are there for the TFL. Really good run defense by Kenneth Murray and Austin Johnson, man. You love to see this. Jasir Taylor and Eric Kendricks right here playing this zone coverage. They're going to be guarding CeeDee Lamb, going towards the outside, right back in. As this running back clears out Tony Pollard into the flat, Jasir Taylor and Eric Kendricks both commit to him. Leaves CeeDee Lamb wide open right here. I don't know whose man that's supposed to be once that running back goes out, but both Eric Kendricks and Jasir Taylor flying over to the side of the field. CeeDee Lamb is just wide open. This is so easy for the Cowboys and just bad defense. Now, this is the same kind of play that the Chargers ran on 4th down in this game and did not convert. Everyone working towards this bottom side of the screen, but Brandin Cooks, the only man working towards the top, gets the ball and gets the touchdown on this play. Now let's take this back so we can see why this worked and how the Chargers actually played this pretty well. They do a good job of passing off Brandin Cooks. You can see in press man coverage, we have Michael Davis on Brandin Cooks, but as soon as he crosses his face, he's passing him off to Dean Marlowe. Now Dean Marlowe is working all the way across the screen with him, and we have this tight end, Jake Ferguson, come out of the backfield. This is now Michael Davis's guy. And as you can see, Dak Prescott could have thrown it to him for a tutty, or even CeeDee Lamb, who looks like he's gotten a lot of separation off Jasir Taylor. But he keeps with what this play is supposed to be. The ball is right here. This is just a good throw on a really tough to defend route. So a lot of good and a lot of bad, some miscommunication right there, some coaching decisions that I don't necessarily agree with on defense. But if you want to see the offense and how Justin Herbert performed, check out this video because it may surprise you.